topic is a DHCP relay agent. So basically purpose of the relay agent is to use the DHCP server in different networks. That means if my office A, which is on network A, address location is on 10.10.10.10, and my another office which is on 20.20.20.8, now I need that network B client machines will have the IP address assigned from this DHCP server which is on A. Yeah, I can let's say I can create scope A and scope B both here, scope A and scope B. So scope A will work here, scope B will go for here. But thing is that as the DHCP server will send these packets on broadcast basis, so on different domains it will not work. Why? In middle of these two networks there is a router works, and router won't receive any broadcast packets. Rather it is receiving the broadcast packet, it's actually taking, you know, one-to-one communication between DHCP servers. So DHCP servers will send them the one-to-one packet which is treated as a relay, and the same packet you will deploy on network B. Clear? So to perform these practicals we need one DHCP servers, okay? We need one server which is on network A locations. We need one routers, those have two network cards, which is one for the 10 series, another for this 20 series, and also we need a server B which is on network B locations. Clear? So let's go and prepare the infrastructures and then see how as much we can perform these practicals. Meanwhile, guys, if you have any question, please ask in on English. Okay, please ask me English. I will clear your doubts. Okay, perfect. So let's delete my current used machines. Okay. So this is my DHCP SVR01. Okay, DHCP SVR01. And it is located on E. So click on next. Okay, so my DHCP server is done. Now I'll need one router. Okay, I'll make it clone. Okay, and I need, so here just see that paint. uh, I'm taking only one machines. So when I change the normal VNet 0, it will be connect directly with DHCP machine. When I change the VNet 2, it will directly connect it to a router this port. So instead of creating two machines, I am creating one client machine. Is that clear? Everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Everyone is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
So I am not creating any virtual machines here and there. I am creating only one machine. Then I just change the port. I mean VLAN port directly first my VNet 0, which is directly connected to DHCP server. There is no issue. It will automatically assign the IP address. But next one I will assign with router this port, which is, you know, that from that only I will assign that according. Okay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. So normal. Okay, let's make it clone. Client. Okay. So now what I need to do? Let's configure the server one by one. Okay, fine. So this is my DHCP machines. Put it. I will make it on directly. VLAN 01. So it will be on 9. Okay. Router will 10. Sorry, it will be 8. Router will be 10. Sorry, it will be 8 1. Okay. Perfect. Now what I need to do, I'll just change the computer name. DHCP SVR01. Leave it. Meanwhile, I'll just prepare the router, and I will just add it one more NIC card here, which is network is on first net VNet 0. I will take second NIC card, which is on VNet 1. Clear? I am changing it on router, not the DHCP server. Remember, okay? Just remember this architecture. It will be clear your doubts. That part I am doing. Okay. That part I am doing. Clear? Okay, perfect. So one pointer I will put my IP, which is on 10.10.10.10. Okay, and another side I put my IP, which is 20.20.20.20. Clear? Perfect. Now in DHCP servers, I will put the ncp.cpl and I will put the router IP address is 10.10.10.10. Clear? Perfect. Guys, if you have any doubt, you can please ask. You can ask question, no problem.
Okay. Okay, sir.
I'm just preparing the infrastructure as per my architecture. That's it. Okay. Now let's see. I'll just ping the router IP 10.10.10.10 from my DHCP server. Will that pinging? Yes. Same things I will try to do from here. Ping 10.10.10.1. Perfect. It's pinging each other. Very good. Then what we need to do? Just we'll just go and add roles and features. there is a options called direct clients, remote access. Just select these options, next, next, direct access, routing. Clear? Meanwhile, I am just preparing the DHCP server. Okay. What I need to do, I'll just go to the add features, click on next, 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 DHCP. Oh, first I'll just go and create the Active Directory domain services. As I'm telling you that I'm gonna create the domain controllers, then authorize the DHCP services. So that's I'm doing first. Meanwhile, guys, I'll just showing you. I just recently posted one job opportunity in my WhatsApp group. So try to send the CV immediately after learning this course. Because what they're telling that system engineer on site, site engineer, have a good knowledge on LAN networking, computer equipment, devices, network switches, basic computer devices, device installation, configuration, camera installation. So Aritro, I think you are eligible for this. You can send your CV. Okay.
But I have no tool experience.
Sorry?
I have no tool industry experience. Tooling industry experience.
Tolling industry, industry is tolling. That means you have to sit toll plaza and then you have to support that systems, network, camera. That's it. Industry type may be different, but your job is same, right?
Yes, sir.
So whenever I keep posting a job in the group, always send your CV. Always send your CV. Don't think that no, this is not suitable for me. Try to send nah. If call will come, what happen? You just have to, try to face the interview. That's it. So you will have to gain your confidence. That's it. That is the purpose I'm sending the CV. Now will you able to go it or not or call that will, that is a different thing than it is comes as the futures. So why not you try first? That's I'm telling you.
Right, sir. I'll send my resume.
Not only you, I'm telling everyone. Everyone, even Tanmay, because all you can send. DHCP server itself a domain controller. Clear? And now here what I need to do, I will install DHCP servers, DHCP server role, and after configure the server role, as you know this is my domain controller, that means domain exists. So DHCP servers will get authorized the services here in Active Directory, so that this DNS will be automatically injected to their all scope once they are going to create the future scope for this purpose. Clear? Okay, after that I'll go to dsl.msc, and there I will create one users. Or you can use any administrative account as usual, not a problem. I'm adding members of domain admin, here. Now I'll just try to log off and login with set. Okay. Now what I need to do, I will just go and configure the DHCP services. And once I configure the services, after the DHCP service installed, there is options to commit the services changes. Once you commit the services, then the services will authorize to Active Directory. Okay, then you no need to go DHCP MGMT and then you authorize the services. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So go to the complete DHCP config. Here are the options. Complete DHCP configuration. Just go to there. Now see here what they do, create a following security groups of delegation of DHCP server in the administrator. So that means whenever you are doing the DHCP authorized now, there is a built-in group will create DHCP administrator and DHCP users. Create following security group for delegation of DHCP server administrator. Clear? Authorize DHCP server target computer if domain joined. The purpose of this, you need to integrate this with AD. So I am continuing with my this account, set account. Once I do the commit, now you can see creating security groups done, authorizing DHCP server done. Clear? Now onwards, any scope you create, it will be injected automatically Active Directory DNS. DHCP mgmt.msc. Just open it. Okay, now here you will see this all are already in unauthorized option. That means server already authorized it. Clear? What I need to do, I'll create two scopes as per my architecture. One networks, this one 10 10 10 10, another 20 20 20 20. Clear? So first scope A, which is more my network A. Network A. Clear? And scope start from 10.10.10.11 and end with 10.10.10.21. 10 computer scope I'm creating. Okay, so I'm not adding any exclusions. Just click on next. Next, here there is a router IP address. Okay, so router IP address you have to add, which I have added here. That means 10.10.10.10. Clear? Click on next and see the service domain services all are there. And I'm going to create network B. And same router IP is 10.20.20.20, right? Finish. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So now what I need to do, my DHCP server, let's say this is my client machines. Let's make this client machine up. If I change the client machines network, that means my DHCP server network. So definitely, it will somehow it will get the directly IP from DHCP server, no doubtly. Let's see. So it is getting
11 preferred.
Which IP? Where is 11 preferred? Perfect. And side by side, my default gateway DNS all are taking. Clear? Very good. Now let's say if I change it to the VLAN VNet 1, will that not works because this is a totally different zoom in. होल्ड ऑन ना। हम्म। हाँ। अच्छा। बोलो। हम्म। চলো বুঝতে পারবে না তো প্র্যাকটিক্যাল কোশ্চেন দিয়ে আছে। বাংলা ওকে বোঝাবো, দেখে নিচ্ছি। ওকে, হ্যাঁ বাংলা দেখো ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে একা পড়ালে তো সেই, আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, এটা তো করলে মুশকিল, মুখস্থ করলেই শেষ। এই ম্যাথামেটিক্সও তাই, আর আইটিতে কোনো জিনিস যদি মুখস্থ করেছো বাস শেষ, গল্প শেষ, আর কিছু করার নেই। সলমন তো হ্যাঁ, ও কথাবার্তা, কথাবার্তা অ্যাটিটিউড টোটালি ডিফারেন্ট, মানে প্রফিশিয়েন্ট, কুল। মানে ওকে পড়িয়ে মোটামুটি মজা, দারুণ। আর কোশ্চেনগুলো যে করবে না, মানে এই জন্যই আমি ওকে রেখেছিলাম যে এদের কোশ্চেন অ্যান্সারগুলো, দেখো একা যদি আমি কাউকে পড়াই, ও কি বুঝছে, ও মনে কি ভাবছে, আর বাকিদের সঙ্গে পড়লে তাদের কোশ্চেনগুলোর সঙ্গে ও ইন্টারাক্ট হবে। ওই জন্য আমি ওকে ব্যাচটা রেখেছিলাম, বুঝতে পেরেছো তো? হুম হুম হুম। না না না, ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে। ওকে, ঠিক আছে। তোমার ভাইয়ের সঙ্গে ও পারবে না টানতে, তোমার ভাই অনেক ফাস্ট, অনেক ফাস্ট। তোমার ভাই অনেক ফাস্ট, ওর সঙ্গে ও পারবে না টানতে। ঠিক আছে। স্লো না, আমি প্রবলেমটা তোমায় বলছি। ওর ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে স্লো ঠিক নয়। ওর ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে কি বলতো, মানে জিনিসটা খুব অগোছালোভাবে রাখে। আমি ওকে বারবার করে বলছি প্রেজেন্টেশন স্কিলসটা তৈরি করো, ঠিক আছে? মানে যে কোনো ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে যখন যাবে তোমাকে প্রেজেন্টেশন স্কিলসটা চাইবে। তো তুমি তার জন্য একটু প্রিপেয়ার করো নিজেকে, একটু কমিউনিকেশন, একটু প্রেজেন্টেশন স্কিলস সব কিছুটা তৈরি করো। সব তো আমি আর বলে দিতে পারবো না। ধরো আমি একটা টপিক তোমাকে বলে দিলাম, টপিকটার উপর আমি কী কী কাজ হয় সেটা বলে দিলাম, এবার বাকিটা তো তোমাকে থিওরিটিক্যালি পড়তে হবে, বুঝতে পেরেছো? হ্যাঁ আমি মানছি যে তোমার সার্ভারে অতটা নলেজ নেই বা তুমি আস্তে আস্তে শিখছো, কিন্তু প্র্যাকটিসটা তো করতে হবে। ও সকালবেলা প্র্যাকটিস করে ঢোকে মোটামুটি ধরো 12:30, ওর প্র্যাকটিস কমপ্লিট হয় 4:30 5টা, ঠিক আছে? মোটামুটি প্রতি বৃহস্পতিবার ও নেয়, নিয়ে দেখি করে, ঠিক আছে করুক, যত ফাস্ট করবে তত ভালো হবে। ঠিক আছে, আমি ওকে জিজ্ঞেস করি যে কাজটা করার পর, প্র্যাকটিক্যালটা করার পর কনফিডেন্স এসছে? বলছে হ্যাঁ এসছে। হ্যাঁ, তো ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে, আমি ওর সঙ্গে কথা বলবো। ওকে। হ্যাঁ আমি ওকে বারবার করে ওকে বলেছি, তোমার যদি মনে কোনো ডাউট থাকে তুমি সঙ্গে সঙ্গে আমাকে জানাবে। তোমার মনে কোনো ডাউট থাকলে, কোনো প্রবলেম হলে তুমি আমাকে জানাবে, কি প্রবলেম হচ্ছে কি না হচ্ছে। ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে। আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে। না না ঠিক আছে, না না, ওর যদি কোনো প্রবলেম হয়, অবশ্যই ও তো আমার ক্লায়েন্ট, ওকে তো ওর কথা শুনতেই হবে। এবার ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে ও যদি আমাকে বলে তাহলে জিনিসটা আমি বুঝতে পারি। ও আমাকে একবার বলেছিল যে, এবার হয়তো আমি নেক্সট ক্লাসে ভুলে গেছি, তো আমাকে একবার রিমাইন্ড করে দিলেই তো আমি দেখিয়ে দিতাম, অসুবিধা কী ছিল? হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ। আর ও তো শুধু এডি করবে বেরিয়ে যাবে, আর একটা ছেলেও আছে ওর সঙ্গে, ও এডি করবে বেরিয়ে যাবে, তারপর এ তো অ্যাকচুয়ালি লং টার্মে থাকবে না। সলোমনও প্র্যাকটিস করে প্রতি রোববার, কানেক্ট করি, আগের রোববারই তো কানেক্ট করলো, সার্ভার কানেক্ট করে প্র্যাকটিস করছে। ঠিক আছে। হ্যাঁ, ও তো কেরালার লোক না, ও কেরালার লোক, বস ও কথা আমাকে যখন প্রথম ফোন করে, আমি তো বাবা এর কোনো কোম্পানি এইচআর ফেইচার ফোন করলো নাকি, কথাবার্তা শুনে, মানে ফোনে কথাবার্তা শুনে না পুরো ওরকম লাগে পুরো। ঠিক আছে। ও আমাকে স্যার বলছে, আমারই বাবা ভাই ভয় লাগছে। ঠিক আছে, আমি ব্যাচে আছি গো আমি। হুম। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ। বলছি শোনো, আমি ব্যাচে পড়াচ্ছি, আমি তোমাকে পরে ফোন করে নেবো, ঠিক আছে? Okay, fine. So দেখো, I mean, sorry. So for your information, the system it's now taking Apipa because it's not able to communicate DHCP server. Clear? So, hello, my voice reachable to everyone? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Proloy, the all are okay, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So now what happened, I'm telling you, the client is now located here. This client is now here. Consider this. Now he's trying to reach packet, get the DHCP services from here, but I have not configured the relay here. That is why the packet getting failed and he's not able to get the IP address. So now what I need to do, I'll go to router. As I have done already configuration part, let's go to router and routing and remote access. Okay. In this case, what I need to do, I'll just go to configure and enable routing, next, custom configuration, next, LAN routing, and finish. Perfect. So routing service started. Now here in this router I will enable DHCP relay, because in production cases relay agent have to configure on Cisco router, okay, in a production environment, so that it can collect the services from DHCP and send that services to different networks. Clear? So in this IPv4, if you go to there, general, new routing protocols, I'm adding DHCP relay agent. Once I click on DHCP relay agent, I will go to the property. In this property, what I'm taking directly my DHCP server address. So what is my DHCP server address? I'll go to ipconfig 10.10.10.10.1, okay. So 10 I'm added here. Clear? Now what I need to do, I will add it here, new interface. What interface? Just this, network B. Clear? Network B. So for your information, I'll just go to ncpa.cpl. So let's say this is Ethernet 0. So this is my network A. Let's make it rename network A, and this is 10 10 10 10 20 20 20 20, and it is network B. Okay, cancel. I'll now add new interface. So I will select Ethernet 1. Okay, network B. So I'll take network B. Clear? Here it is hop count thresholds and boot threshold second. Clear? Okay. So after that, let's see the services started or not. Now what I need to do, I will just go to client machines, and same thing I will do release, and then I'll do renew. Now see that excellent. It is getting 2020-2021 IP address from this DHCP server. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
It's getting 2020-2021 servers over the router through DHCP relay. My client is getting this networks, because when I have changed the networks, VNets, it is now getting. Now I will do one things. Let's do the packet captures and understand how the thing's gonna do. Okay, so for that only I have a tools called Wireshark Networks. Wireshark Network is a basically network monitoring tools through that you can do your ping captures and over the networks. let me cut it and put it on D drive. Okay, and now I'll put it on my DHCP machines. I'll start the network capturing. Shared folders enabled. Okay, leave it. Just I'll put it here my D drive. That's it. Okay. Perfect. Now in D drive, I will just copy the Wireshark tools. Wireshark tools. So in this Wireshark tools, I'll tell you how this request will come, who is giving the all scenario will clear to you. Okay, just click on next. Note it. Next. So I'm installing Wireshark tool to monitor my network traffics. Okay, now I'm telling you one thing. My machine is on 20 networks. My machine is on 20 networks, but I can able to ping bt.com. My machine is on 20 networks, but I can able to ping my bt.com, and it is resolving 10.10. So let's, if I join this machine to the domain, will that work or not? I will not join, but I will show you the prompt. Did you see? Now just think of it, how this complex architecture we made. We made that my domain controller, it's on another machines, another zone, that is 10 networks. My client machine is on another office, which is on another networks. In these two with different office, there is a routers, but these all machines should get client IP address from DHCP server over the networks. So I'll mid of the router, I will enable the DHCP relay agent. Now through this, they will directly connect to DHCP as well as my domain, because domain DNS is replicating as the DHCP is authorized in AD, right? Now my client will get authenticate AD and domain as well, but they have a different IP range. Clear? So I'm not going to join into the domain. That's not my motto today. So here, let's do the network capture again. Just click on agree. So whatever the basic settings, I'm going with that. Click on finish. Okay. And now also click on Wireshark. Okay. So here it is telling, so all interface shows, local area 432, whatever it is. Okay. So let's I'm preparing on start. Now what I need to do, client will release and renew the IP address. Release, and then again I will put it renew. Now once it is renew, see, the packet is getting captured. Got it? The packet is getting captured. See, Who is transaction ID this? Source 2020-2020-2021. Wow, awesome. Okay, who is provide the destination 10.10.10.1 and my source is 2020-2020-21 and okay. So first of all, see that released, DHCP released, IP address released, then discover, okay, then offer, then request, then acknowledge. Totally based on real-time scenario. Clear? It is on standard
Yes.
query and it is on altogether done. Still it is getting out. Who has IP, what, standard query, all this is on Wireshark tracing logs. Understand? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
That means in client system, if we connect to the VNet 0, so that means the 10 series IP will be
See,
there.
VNet 0, there is nothing complexity because the same networks you are there. Because if in network A, in network say office, wherever your head office are, let's say this is a head office. This is my head office. In this particular head office, my domain controller as well as DNS server there. So in nothing wrong, I just configure the machine, they will easily hit the IP address from DHCP server. The challenge happened where the office where there is no domain controller, no DHCP server, and that is totally different ISP, different networks. Now there, I gonna configure that my machine will access the DHCP server and the scope I configure, that scope will works. And based on, you have to configure from router. So in Cisco router, you have to enable the DHCP relay agent. But here I will show you, because here the router I am also taking a Windows servers. From there I am just enabling the DHCP services. Now what kind of interview question will ask, can ask you here? Let's say interview can ask you, let's say in your office A, let's say you have office A and this office A have a DHCP servers and very easily get clients get IP address from DHCP servers. Now I have another office which is on totally different networks and I want, there is no DHCP server but their client get IP authenticate from my DHCP server which is on client network A. How I do that? Simple answer is using DHCP relay agent. Now interview will ask you the question, where you configure the relay agent? Never say it is on DHCP server. I will configure the relay agent on the router. Okay? I will configure the relay on router. It's called relay router. What my point? Once you are configure the relay on router, it's called the relay router. WAN router, relay router, ISDN router, frame. There is packet switching, many things in part of Cisco. If you are interested on Cisco routing IP, so you will understand more on this. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Any question?
So in this topology,
Sorry?
so in this topology, the network A is connected to the router. If the link is down, then total network B will be down. So it has a drawback, right, sir?
No, yes, definitely it is a drawback, but for your information, every organization, I'm not telling about the small organization, every organization there have a two alternative route. Let's say if the first route is on, let's say on Jio, second they have a Tata connections or Airtel. The same way other also have the two route. So once the one link failed, there is a network setting, another route will be active at the same point. Clear?
Yes.
If this is WAN router in middle of that, and this is if you are getting this through the internet connection, that's I'm telling you, instead of physical connectivity. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Any question?
I have one doubt.
Tanmoy, Vikas.
Hello.
Yeah, Tanmoy and Vikas, I'm telling you, why so silence? Any question?
No, sir. No,
I have one doubt.
Yes, please.
You have configured AD and you said that if we have configured ADs and then DNS will be automatically generated to the client system. So my question is that without AD, how can one client system will get the DNS? Because router, if we give the router IP, then router, if you configure router, then router will be automatically getting the client system. But how this client system will get the DNS without a
I'm not clear your question. I mean, not, I'm not.
audible?
Yeah, tell
Hello?
me. Yeah, tell me. What exactly your question?
My question is that you just configured that AD and after that you said that the client system will getting the DNS if you configured AD in DHCP server. My question is that if we did not configure the AD, then how can we this client system will get the DNS?
See. Don't think that you will configure the DHCP always on Active Directory. So in that scenario, if let's say if this is a standalone DHCP servers, and might be some other AD alternative servers were there, but whenever you are installing DHCP here, you have to authenticate from AD. So either you are configured on the same server or you have to configure on different servers. Clear?
Could you please repeat that point?
I am telling you that your confusion is come if I am not installing AD on this DHCP server, then how I authenticate my DHCP service, right? Even I'm telling you, even if your domain, if you have a separate domain controllers and a separate server for DHCP, so once you join this machine into the domain, or you are installing DHCP, post and then configure DHCP, you have an option authenticate DHCP service on domain. So same thing will work. Here it is on same server, but in real cases domain controller will be different, DHCP server will be different. But once you do the authenticate from here, same service DNS will be available over the scope. Clear?
Yes.
So you'll get more notes over there if you go to the Google DHCP relay agent. So first of all, you understand the theory part, DHCP relay agent computer networks. So basically what is relay agent? The DHCP relay agent is an TCP IP. It's a TCP IP host which is used to forward request and replies between the DHCP server and client when the server is present on a different networks. Got my point? The DHCP relay agent is any TCP IP host which is used to forward request and replies between the DHCP server and client when the servers is present on the different networks. Relay agent receive DHCP messages and then generate a new DHCP message to send out the another interface. Also DHCP relay agent adds a GIDDR gateway address of the packets. Files also relay agent information option 82 if enabled. This option fields remove when the server reply on forward. So that is a different things. Here basically if it is in Cisco packet tracer, this is a packet tracer. So in packet tracer, this is a normal client. It's a connected to switch. If this is a DHCP server, the relay can be configured on routers, and it is get out the IP address. Totally it's 192.1.1.1 and it is a 2.2. So it get IP address through relay. Clear? Is that clear? Yes. Now if you go here, more here is a topology in which there is a DHCP client having no IP address. There is a DHCP server having IP address 192.168.2.2 and there is a router in the middle of which is 1 to DHCP relay agent has an IP address 192.168.1.1. On interface FA00, FA0 is the serial port of the router. FA00 is serial port and 192.168.2.1 is an interface FA01. Okay, these are this sided. It works. Any doubt? These are actually router configuration. There is nothing in server. So if you are not from CCNA background, so you will not be able to understand how the thing is going. This is a privilege mode. It's called privilege config mode. This is a serial port. This is the IP address router itself.
Global configuration mode.
Yeah. So it's a global configuration mode. And INT means router interface. Okay. Ethernet interface. No shutdown means you are getting up on router so that the serial port does not down. Okay, these are the things. It's a purely CCNA chapter. If you go with CCNA, then you will learn more on this. Apart from this, any question? Any question on it?
No, sir, fine.
So next week I will do DHCP migration, which is very most critical topics, and I will show you the migrations, and then the final topic is WDS. Okay, Windows Server Deployment Services. Through DHCP and networks, we will deploy the operating system without installing the ISO or USB. Over the network, we will install the operating systems. Clear?
Yes, sir.
See, till now, how much we have completed. Please make sure, guys, because day by day you are maturing. As I told you, as I commit you before the start the classes, that day by day you will guys mature. Now, I will commit, what I commit, I will do accordingly. But it's up to you how you guys treat it yourself. So if you get serious enough, you guys can start taking class seriously and do the practicals on regular basis. If you guys are not serious enough, then I'll tell you, if you think we'll do it tomorrow, the tomorrow will never come. Okay? Okay, let's save the video because